Good evening, everyone. I hope you all are safe and healthy and are doing okay. Sorry for the delay. I'm Deeksha Kotari, Management Lead of DSC Reva, and I would like to welcome you all to our second session of the Tech Webinar series. Before we start, I would like to introduce our speaker, Mr. Nitin Ravi. He is a career coach currently working with Career Labs, powered by Byju's for the future of Indian engineers. He's one of the co founders of the company, in fact, the youngest one, and has been very instrumental in setting up the entire product vertical for the company. He comes with a versatile experience as a career consultant who has counseled over 50,000 students towards a brighter future. He is himself a 98 percentile in examinations like GRE, GMAT, and CAT. Mr. Nitin has actively worked in the famous Bengaluru Football Club and Royal Challengers Bangalore as a sports analyst and and as a featured author for multiple organizations. His dream is to take Indian youth to the best of their potential in the fields of sports and education together. Welcome, sir. Career Labs is an official partner of AICTE under the Ministry of Education. So the webinar is on how to get placed in product-based companies, and there will be a test given after session, so you all can take test and avail for the scholarships. Now I request Mr. Nitin to take over the session.
Thank you so much, Deeksha. That was very humble of you to go ahead and introduce me. I hope that I'm audible and I'm visible to each and every one of you. Guys, can you give me a quick confirmation if I am audible as well as I'm visible? Quickly.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, perfect. I think we can utilize the chat for that. I hope Diksha, everyone can access the chat as well, right? Yeah, perfect. Right. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much, Rahul Kalyan and everyone else. Right. I hope the lighting and all is fine. Don't mind my lockdown rule. All of us, I hope all of you are staying safe and sane inside your home. Right. And first of all, a big thank you to the entire management and especially the student division and your entire lovely organization, those who have given me this opportunity to be here and to have a word with each and every one of you. Absolutely a pleasure being here. Reva has been one of my favorite colleges, staying in Bangalore because I have been visiting your campus over and over the years. Now, what had I been to your campus this year? It had been my fifth time visiting the last 5 years. I was in your campus last year as well, before the pandemic, and before that as well. So a very interesting relationship with your college as well. So again, a big thanks to the entire management and especially the student bodies and everyone to have given me this wonderful opportunity to go ahead and help you with this entire and help me with this entire discussion that is here today, right? So what I'll do is I will just very quickly go ahead and I would just share my screen. I hope my screen is also visible. Can you give me a confirmation on that as well, guys? Type in a yes if my screen is visible and if I am visible. Quickly you can type in a yes if the screen is visible and if I am visible. Can you please do that? Okay, perfect, right? Awesome, right? So I can see a couple of you giving the confirmation. So I'll just quickly tell you a bit about myself. I will quickly have a very interesting word with you, right? We'll go ahead and we'll have a very interesting discussion. Yeah, I know, Diksha did tell us about a small test that is going to happen, and being an engineer, rather I would say, being someone who has been an engineer, it becomes very difficult to go and I digest that an examination is going to happen, right? So we are going to go ahead and we are going to talk about that as well and each and everything around that. Okay. So let's quickly get started in that case, guys. Let's quickly get started in the entire process, right? So cool. So I will tell you. So there's also someone named Mr. Nitin who has Mr. Nitin Kumar, who is the pillar of strength for us here at Career Labs. He's the one who has been very instrumental in getting the session for all of you guys. So when he came and when he spoke to your coordinators and the faculties, he told me that what, Nitin, so you have got 2 long hours to go ahead and interact with the students. I was like, what? 2 hours? No, that's not possible. I was like, okay, why do you say that? Like, it's not possible because number one, fortunately, unfortunately, I am an engineer. Number two, fortunately or unfortunately, the students are also engineering students. I know it becomes very difficult for an engineering student to sit at one place and then go ahead and then, do this entire process that is there, right? So that is something that becomes very difficult. So I just plan to speak to you guys for 15 to 20 minutes. If you really like what I'm talking, we'll continue for another 15 to 20 minutes and then we'll go ahead and then we'll finish off the particular session that is there. Okay.
Sir, sorry to disturb you. Are you sharing the screen?
Yeah, ma'am, I am. Is it visible?
Because on the profile we can see a blank screen. The slides
Let me
are
just
not.
check, ma'am. Let me just check, ma'am.
Yeah, now we can. Yeah,
Is
now I
that
can
fine?
see
I
your.
hope my
Yeah, your
photo
pic
is
is
visible.
visible, sir.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you for the for this
It's
kind
okay.
intervention, ma'am. Thank you. Right. So, guys, we are going to talk about something very, very interesting. Right. So, what exactly I have done? What exactly do we plan to do? Right. We can keep a very quick, very awesome, a question and answer towards the end. Anything when it comes to getting placed in a core product company is one of the great domains. I'm going to be very, very instrumental in getting you the entire process done that is there. Right. I hope that is fine and clear with all of you. Is that cool? Right? Cool. So guys, my name is Nitin, as I told you, and unfortunately, I've done my electronics and communication engineering from here in Bangalore itself. I have gone ahead and I have done, from a very good, interesting college called as Acharya. I'm pretty sure you must be in called as AIT in Bangalore. Now, let me just go back, probably let me just stop sharing the screen and let me just go back and let me have a quick Q&A with all of you. Okay, what is that is, tell me how many of you probably when you were growing up, in your growing up days, how many of you wanted to go ahead and become a sports person? You wanted to become the next Dhoni, Virat Kohli, Sachin, or anything on those sorts? Type in a yes in your chat option very, very quickly. Type in a check quickly. Very, very quickly. Okay, perfect. Right? Just give me a second, guys. Yeah, okay. So that is something that you have gone ahead and have understood. Okay, India CR7 wanted to be. I'm still trying to. Mahendra says, okay, that's lovely. Okay. Question number 2, very interesting. Why did probably why exactly someone? I won't ask you to sing or dance something on the camera, but did anyone wanted to go ahead and become a singer or a professional dancer or a musician or artist sort of thing? Type in a yes if you plan to do that quickly. Okay, that's great. I can see a lot of people raising their hands as well. Awesome. Last but not the least, a very interesting question, huh? How many of you probably wanted to take up acting as a professional career? Hey, by the way, this making this TikTok and Reels is not counted as acting, okay? So how many of you wanted to go ahead and make acting as a professional career? Quickly, type in a yes. Quickly type in a yes. Probably wanted to get into direction of movies, cinematography, or something on those lines. Okay, okay. I can see a lot of folks doing that. Why did I ask? Why did I ask you all of these things? Because guys, as I told you, growing up, I was just like most of you guys. I wanted to do all of these things. The good part is I was a little bit successful in doing all of these things. So let me quickly give you a small introduction about myself, right? Your organizer have been kind enough to give you a little bit of flavor of what I've done so far. So guys, I have been working with the famous Bengaluru FC and the Royal Challengers Bangalore. So I worked with them at the capacity of a sports analyst. So during my engineering, I fell in love with this very, very interesting subject, which is called as analytics, right? So, so I mixed my love for sports and analysis, and I started working with teams in IPL and ISL in terms of sports analytics. That is it. Probably when the stadiums are open, when it's legal, probably to go ahead and watch matches in the stadiums in India, you can probably, see me at the Chinnaswamy Stadium or probably at the Kantirava Stadium in Bangalore, right? I stay in Bangalore, by the way. I come from this place called as Lucknow in UP. That's where my family is settled. And yeah, so I did sports. I wanted to become a sports person, but that didn't turn out very, very well. Okay. While I was in college, I wanted to become an entrepreneur. I started off with two own companies of my mind. Me and one of my friends started off a very good companies. We got backing on a lot of investors. We raised actually made a $1 million revenue turnover also in a quarter. But then again, the part of being an entrepreneur is that you should always be ready with the risk. We failed successfully as well in trying out a lot of great things that are there. Then you won't believe, I know it doesn't look like that right now, But when I was in college, I had this long hair, yeah, till the shoulder height. And I had plans of becoming a musician because my mom, she's a music and a dance teacher. I can play 7 different musical instruments. I am a UC Berkeley certified drummer as well. So I had a band of my own. By the way, I performed in Reva College as well in one of their fests. And I'm involved in a lot of things when it comes to music, and still puts out small little covers or some of the things in our entire process of going ahead and doing it on Instagram or on YouTube, right? And why did I ask acting? Because actually I took up acting professionally. I acted in a lot of YouTube small videos that are there. I learned how to cinematography works. Directed a lot of plays, Nukkad Natak, straight plays, acting also in that, and I also won as the Governor's Award for that. But you know what exactly happened? While I was in my class 11th and 12th, right? I had a girlfriend. I know a lot of boys are very excited, right? So I had a girlfriend, and our class 12th ka result came. Obviously, she got good marks, and I didn't get a very, very good marks. So we broke up. She was like, you know what, Nitin? Our paths are very, very different. And she said those 3 magical words. Not I love you. She told Nitin, go to hell. She told Nitin, go to hell. So I took up engineering. That was very, very simple, right? I knew what I had to do. So I took up engineering, graduated as an electronics and communication engineer, got placed in wonderful companies. Some of the companies where you also know, they go ahead and they definitely take you up. You know what company that I'm referring to. Went ahead and, took up a lot of interesting companies, but rejected all of that. Started working with some very, very wonderful core and product startups in the country. Worked with the likes of Uber Eats, Boxit. And this is back in, 2012, 2013 time. I was working with them as an intern. And this was not the time when startups were there was just still coming up in the country, the startups and all. So I got a chance to work with one of the biggest startups in the country. And so, I mean, I worked with Zomato and Swiggy when they were a very small startups based out of flat. Imagine they were not working, they didn't have a fancy office. And then I worked with PhonePe. And that was the time when I wrote some wonderful examination like GMAT and CAT, got some very wonderful score. I'm a CAT 98 percentile scorer, GMAT 720, GRE 320 scorer. I know a lot of you seniors actually know me because I have guided them on a lot of higher education and placement bit as well. And then finally, I went ahead and I started working with Byju's. This was the time when I joined in the early Byju's team. This was the time when I went ahead and I got a chance to work very, very closely with the founders of the company. Did a lot of interesting stuff with them, and they founded this very interesting division which got rebranded and co-created called as Career Labs, a company formed in partner with Byju's. But currently we are working with one of the biggest industries and companies all across the nation, and helping engineers become a bit better and getting into some very, very interesting things that are there. For that, we definitely help people. We help them with a very interesting thing which is called as the Career Labs Assured Placement Program, for which we take up this screening test, and people, those who get selected, they also get a certain scholarships also, and then they can join the courses. I'll talk about that. But yeah, that is something that I've done, and that is something that is pretty much about me, right? And so absolutely a pleasure being here, guys. Thank you so much. Special mention to the entire students of the GDSC. I think that's the name, if I'm not wrong. The entire student members that is there. And a big thanks, a big gratitude, especially to Chetra ma'am, the assistant professor at CSE department, for having me here and let me do this and have this interaction. So I'm pretty sure whatever 10-15 minutes I want to speak would be worthwhile and would be definitely worth the entire discussion that is there with the students, right? So guys, quickly I want to, before I begin, right, I quickly wanted to check with all of you that which year do you come from? Okay, can you very, very quickly type in? So if we are coming from 4th year, let's say CSE, type in 4th year CSE, 4th year EC, 4th year mechanical. Whichever year and branch do you come from, can you very, very quickly type in the chat option? Quickly. Okay. 3rd year CSE, pre-final year CSE. 1st year is Chetan. Okay. Okay. Third years, 2nd years. Okay. 1st year BBA, Ashish. 3rd year CSE, Zenith. Final year MTech Data Science. Okay. Perfect. Right. Okay, guys. So awesome, awesome. I'm just looking at the names that are there. Cool, right? Awesome. Let me just quickly go ahead and let me just share my screen. Give me a second, guys. Yeah. I hope the screen is visible. Can someone give me a quick confirmation? Yes or no? Guys, is it visible? Yes or no? Any of the organization? Can you?
Yes, sir, it's visible.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Right. So guys, currently I'm working at this very, very interesting company, which is called as Career Labs, where we help students get into, some of the working professionals that are there, some of the college students that are there, right? We go ahead and we do this entire particular process there. And to help us with this entire process, we have got one of the biggest industry partners, one of the biggest knowledge partners and the recruitment partners that we have been helping currently with the entire bunch of students, right? Now, what is this Career Labs Assured Placement Program? It is a program which has been launched by one of the biggest names in the entire engineering ecosystem of the country, right? Headed by Career Labs and Mr. P. N. Santosh, who is the founder of Career Labs. Now, what exactly we do is very, very interesting thing. We have been helping students get placed, and in the process, we are going ahead and we are assuring their placements. I know it sounds very cool, right? So we have actually gone ahead and for the batch of 2020 and 2021, this program is worth for. So people that have already been a pass out in 2020 or people those are going to be pass out in 2021. That is the fourth year of you guys. It is an exclusive program for you guys itself. As you can see, media has covered us extensively in some some of the biggest articles that are there, where we have been helping them understand how can they go ahead and how they can go ahead and help the students, and we're giving students heavy scholarships to go ahead and be a part of this particular program. One of the first programs. We are one of the rarest startups in the country that has been recognized by AICT. I'm pretty sure all of you know the name AICT for an engineer in this country, right? So AICT have recognized us as an official partners on the NEET 2.0 platform, and we have been working very, very closely with the Ministry of Education and AICT to help shape up the entire future of this entire Career Labs, team that is there, right? And as you can see, we have been there across with one of the biggest development, biggest R&D teams, and the biggest teams with Ministry of Education and AICT to help the students that are there, right? But let me not talk about myself here. Let me not talk about the company a lot. Let me go ahead and let me talk about a bit about you guys. Okay. Now, guys, right? Some of you, I see most of you are there in first year, second years, or third years, right? But the session or this program is specifically for the fourth years that is there. And I would like to ask them that last year we had something that completely changed the way we look at things, right? What was that thing? Can someone type it in the chat option? Can someone just let me know in the chat or unmute and tell me something that happened last year that completely changed the entire world ecosystem? Something that is still around, by the way, and because of that we are staying inside our house. What is that one thing I'm talking to you about? Quickly tell me. Quickly. Absolutely correct. The pandemic, the COVID-19 crisis, right? That is something that really took away the entire process that is there, right? Now, what happened if you go and if you speak to your seniors as well as the placement season approached, right? It became very, very difficult. I mean, leave the students. It was very, very difficult, right? There was a loss of life. There was loss of, I mean, there's no bigger loss than loss of life. People lost some people very close to them. You have seen that, social media news have been very, very depressing of late. And then people went ahead and there was loss of business. One of the biggest companies in the world got shut down. And that is what exactly happened in the entire process that is here, right? That is something that became very, very difficult. And something that happened for your seniors as well last year, right? By the way, you guys come from one of the very, very good colleges in the country that were actually went ahead and make sure that there's no collateral damage to the seniors that are there. But I want to understand for the 2020 batch that graduated, what is that one thing that severely got affected because of COVID? What is that one thing because of the pandemic that severely got affected? Type it in the chat option very, very quickly, guys. Type it in the chat option. That severely got affected because of COVID, because of the pandemic. What is that one thing for your seniors? Absolutely correct. It was the placement. The 2020 batch, or what they call the COVID batch that is there, right? Took a big hit when it comes to the placement, right? As you can see, I've put in some of the placement stats that are there. That jobless student seeks option to seek for interviews again. IT hiring dipped, right? I don't know how many of you have seen this very wonderful video by this YouTube channel called as AIB. Have you seen this video called as Honest Placement? Type in AS if you have seen. I mean, it's a very nice, interesting comedy video where they show that all of these companies come in a lorry and a truck, all of these, mass recruiter companies, and they take everyone that is there, right? Correct. So we call them the mass recruiter companies. Even they went ahead and they took a big dip in their entire hiring process that was there, right? The hiring went down. One of the biggest, imagine companies like Book My Show, the travelbooking.coms kind of places that are there. They all took a major, severely big hits that happened, and their hiring dipped and everything. But then what happened? Then we understood, okay, what this COVID is all about. How do we need to contain it? And we failed also in that. That's why the second wave is also here. But then, if you remember last year, September, October, November, specifically after November, the things were pretty better, right? This is post Diwali, if you would remember, and then New Year time. A lot of companies actually learned their lessons. They were trying to now come back on their feet, and they were trying to understand how do I go ahead and how do I get into some very, very big names that are there. And what exactly happened? People got some very, very good, got some very good, interesting companies that are there. Companies went and they're starting a lot of different companies that are there. Better pay hikes were given to the top achievers. In short, slowly the economy started coming back. The companies also understood how to deal with this COVID situation, and they started working on this entire project and the process that is there, right? Now, I'll talk about something very, very interesting. Now, when these companies have started coming out, especially for fourth years, you are now the one who is the target or who's going to be sitting for the placement in any of these companies that are there, right? So quickly tell me that once you go and once you get into any of these particular companies that are there, okay, will they hire someone on whom they have to spend more time and more money on training, or less time and less money on training? Quickly type in the chat option. Quickly. Will they hire someone on whom they have to spend more time and more money on training, or less time and less money on training? Quickly. Very simple question. Will they hire someone on which less time, less money, or more time, more money? Quickly. Absolutely correct. Right? Why? Because imagine the entire company has already been under a meltdown, right? They already have lost money. They already have lost the entire process that is there. And then you go ahead and then you understand the entire process that is there. How can they go ahead and do this entire thing? So definitely the companies right now, the companies that are going to hire in 2021, let me make it very, very clear. I work closely with one of the biggest startups on a personal and a professional end as well. They have made it very, very clear. If you don't have the kind of industry skill set that is required, then I'm sorry, you won't be able to get a job. If you think that Infosys, the likes of Cognizant, the likes of other and all are going to help you, definitely they will. But I don't know. But correct me if I'm wrong. But if you go and if you speak to any of your seniors that are there, right, they would tell you that they have actually received the placements from these companies, but they have still not received the offer letters. They're still not. It's going to be in a year. They're still not joined the company. Do you agree? Have you heard something similar? Yes or a no? Type in the chat option. I may be wrong. I may be wrong. That's why I'm asking you. Quickly type in a yes or a no. Quickly. Yes or a no. Right? Or probably even if the people have been there, there's a very interesting word that is being used in the IT sector right now, which is called as putting on bench. Putting on bench. Do you know what is called as putting you on bench? Any idea? What is putting on bench? That you're working for the company, but do not have any particular projects assigned to you. Why you don't have any particular project assigned to you? Because the projects come from which countries? The likes of US, UK, and all of it, right? That is the thing. Venkat, very good answer. Very good answer, right? So you actually don't get work. I mean, you're not working, right? So that is something that the industry would want right now. Okay. So there is a student A, there is a student B. Okay. Very simple question I would like to ask from each and everyone. If there is student A, there is a student B. Student A is a typical, I mean, you know who student A is. You would have seen some of your friends or people around you, right? So student is this particular student who has been to the college daily, attended the classes daily and stuff. Okay. He has not done anything. He has not done anything beyond just going ahead and beyond just going ahead and doing the entire process. He has not done anything beyond that. Okay. He has just gone ahead and he has just wrote all the examination, got some wonderful marks, did all the assignments, projects and stuff. Great. The proper guy whom you know that, okay, he will be there for every class. He'll be getting good marks, good CGPA. Great. Student B was a bit smart. This guy knew that, yes, I mean, I'm not telling you should go and bunk class or something, but then he attended whatever minimum classes was required. He went ahead and he got whatever bare minimum marks was required to sit in any of the particular companies, because he knew that marks didn't define him. But then he spent a lot of time in upskilling himself, okay, in getting the real, in getting the real knowledge that is there. He went in and he did that in the entire process. Okay. So quickly tell me, I know you already know the answer before even I ask you. If you are the HR of this modern age companies hiring in 2021, will you hire a student A or will you hire a student B? So student A has done everything around in the college ecosystem, but student B has actually went ahead and he has learned whatever is required outside in the market or whatever skill set is required. A or B in the chat option. Very simple question. I would want to know from all of you quickly. Okay. Makes sense, right? I can see Pallavi, Vineet, Muskan, Roshan, Gautami, everyone. Sir, it has to be student B. I've got one very simple, very personal question, and I would want all of you to touch your heart and tell me. Touch your heart and tell me. Who are you? Who are you? Are you someone who resonates more with person A, or are you someone who resonates more with person B? Be honest answers. Give me honest answers in the chat option, right? Give me honest answers. Deepak says it's a person C. Okay, quickly. Person A or person B? Whatever. No one is here to judge anyone. A, B, whatever you think, you can go ahead and you can tell me very quickly. Okay, I can see a lot of A, B, some of the other. Most of you are saying that I think I may be B, or I think I may be A, right? I get that. Not a problem. Right? So you know that, okay, whatever skill set that is required in today's time, that is something that I need to go ahead and need to learn. Okay, I'll give you a very simple, I'll give you a very simple, proposition that is there. How many of you, I'm pretty sure a lot of you from CS, IS domain, right? A lot of you probably want to get into the likes of data science and stuff, correct? So how many of you who want to get into data science, tell me, does our VTU or does our college curriculum, does it covers data science as a part of our syllabus that is there? Yes or no? Quickly, yes or no? Does our curriculum is covered in that? Okay. For those who are coming from EC or those who are coming from the background of, probably, let's say electronics and all, which microprocessor, controller have you studied? Vineet, Anusha, yeah, I understood. Not a problem. But can you tell me which microprocessor, microcontrollers have you studied? Let me give you a small hint. 80 something. Do you remember? 80 something. Which microprocessor or which microcontroller? Absolutely correct. Nisha, lovely answer. Pallavi, it's the 8051, 8086, right? But do you know that 8051, 8086 have been removed from the industry, more than 10 years ago. It's only available in FP Road in Bangalore to make sure there is enough supply in the college laboratory and for your project works, right? So what are being used in the industry right now? Raspberry Pi. How many of you know Raspberry Pi? Type in a yes. Those who don't know, type in a no. It's not a name of a cake, by the way. Okay, just to tell you. But is Raspberry Pi and working on Arduino chipset, again, is it a part of the curriculum? Yes or no? Is it a part of the curriculum? Honest answers. Quickly, yes, no, yes, no. You would have done some projects on yourself, right? So that is the thing, right? So guys, see, understand what the point that I'm trying to tell you here is. I'm not telling you that, hey, what syllabus college has or not. No, I'm because I know your curriculums, I know your faculties and all. Especially, I'm not saying this because your teachers are here, but it's because I know your college on a personal end as well. They put in a lot of effort to make sure that you're exposed to things that are beyond your curriculum, because the teachers and the faculties also understand the importance of this, right? And you guys are generally lucky to have been coming from such kind of colleges that are there, because other colleges, as a professional, I speak to more than 500 colleges in a month, right? So that's, I can vouch for that for you, right? So that is the biggest thing that is there. Now you know that, okay, I have to go ahead and have to expand my horizons beyond these particular colleges curriculum or the syllabus curriculum that is there. Okay. So what do? You go online and start doing courses that are there. I saw during this entire pandemic time, it was a sort of fashion only that everyone was doing courses from these wonderful websites, and then they were uploading certificates and all that were there, right? We were uploading certificates and all that were there, correct? How many of you have done these courses? Type in a me from the likes of Coursera, edX, Udemy, NPTEL. You did a particular course on a topic where you wanted to go ahead and get into. Type in a me. Even if you started and then you left it, it's perfectly fine. But at least you started. Type in a me. Quickly. Okay. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Love that. I absolutely love that. Okay. Awesome. Right? Okay. 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 Fine. So I would just like to ask three questions. Which are very, very important. Okay. I would like all of you to tell that, and we'll quickly jump into a Q&A round that would be there. Right? We'll have a Q&A, and then I'll tell you about the test, and then we'll be done. So don't worry, I won't take a lot of your time. Right? Three questions that are there. You did this particular courses from this Coursera, Udemy, edX, whatever source, great. Right? But all of these free courses or the famous courses that are there, you get an access to a 3 or 4 hours of content. You watch the videos and then you are done. Okay. Question number one. Okay. Question number one. That did you do or rather, okay. So question number one, did you get any particular personal mentor as a part of the entire course that you did? That, yeah, this guy is my mentor. I can reach out to him or her on WhatsApp or Snapchat or Instagram or give a call, and like a one-on-one mentoring that is there. Yes or no in any of these courses that you did online? I want everyone to answer. Those have done a course quickly. No, nope, nah, no, no. Okay, cool. Stop. Question number two, very, very important. Question number two, very, very important. How many of you, as a part of this entire course that you did, okay, as a part of this entire course that you did, you got a chance to work on a particular project. So imagine you learned data science, but how would you help understand that you have to do a project? So industrial project came as a part of the course that you did. Part of the course. Type in a yes or a no quickly. Type in a yes or a no if that course came as a part of the entire project. Quickly. Yes, no, yes, no. Okay. Okay. Awesome. Got the answer, right? Last but not the least, especially it is for the 4th years because this session is directly meant for them, right? Did you get, as a part of this entire course that you did you get the chance to go ahead and get into a like a placement scenario that is there? That, yeah, great, you have done this particular course. Now go ahead and get into a placement cycle or a placement opportunity that is there. Did you get that? Yes or a no? Quickly, yes or no? That, yeah, you have done this course. Go ahead, and this is the recruitment portal. You can set for the placement of the companies that are there. Quickly, type in a yes or a no. Okay. See, guys, you can see the answers. I can see the answers. We all know the answers that are there, right? Wait. So Nitin, basically you are saying that these courses are good for nothing. It's a waste of time. Absolutely not. Definitely not. Why do I talk about these projects? Why do I talk about these names that are there? Or no, why do I talk about these things? Because of a very, very simple ground rule that is there. Very, very simple ground rule. Once you have gone ahead and as an engineer, if you're learning something, your number one priority has to be that you have to go ahead and you have to get the right kind of practical outcome that is there. It reminds me of a very funny story. There was a man who said that, hey, you know what? I'm an expert when it comes to swimming. Okay. I know how to do the front stroke. I know how to do the backstroke. I know from how much meter you should jump into the swimming pool and what should be your body posture and everything. Great. One day, a bunch of his friends took him for swimming, right? Because they never saw him do swimming. They took him for swimming and this guy actually drowned. Yes, right. Just for a joking purpose. But what is the moral? You know, why exactly did he drown? Because he learned all of these wonderful things about swimming by watching some stupid online videos. Getting my point? I hope you're getting my point, guys. Yes or no if you're getting my point, what I'm trying to implement it here. You say that you're a website designer, but you have not designed a website. You say that you're a great data scientist, but then, probably if I give you 1 million data row and I'm asking you to pull out a particular report for me, you're not able to do that. You say that I am interested in IoT, but you're not able to set a home automation system. Because whatever you say that I am good in this is because of a certificate that you have got. And now how you have got that certificate? Because of a course that you did online, which showed you some videos, which is great. Please understand, myself, I have done 15 courses from Coursera Udemy Academy in the last 1 year. 15 courses I have done. So I'll be the last person who's going to tell you about what exactly are the things that I've done. Okay, or you should not do these courses. But if you're looking out for a placement into a core or a product company, you have to look out for the course that gives you the right kind of practical exposure that is there. Practical exposure. Getting my point? Yes or no? Right? So guys, that is your number one thing. If you ask me, Nitin, all of you have come here to understand that, hey, Nitin, how do I get into a core or a product based company, right? Right now, fields like data science, fields like UI UX designing, embedded, IoT, I'm talking about data science, business analytics, right? All of these, even in some very interesting fields like sales, marketing, or in fields like some very interesting other fields also, business development, analytics. I took up sports as a career. All of these have got a great amount of jobs that are there. The great amount of jobs that are there. But what exactly you need to do is you need to make sure that once you are sitting in front of a interview panel, or once you are going ahead, if you're doing it in terms of a particular panel that is there, you can go ahead and you can vouch that I have this particular skill set by showing not just a certificate, but by showing a practical exposure to your work. Getting my point? That is what you need to go ahead and do it. If you would just go with an average profile that you have, how much marks you have got? Some 80, 90%, 10, 12, 80, 90%. Have you worked on any particular projects, internship? Yes, I've done what every Tom, Dick and Harry in engineering has done. Then my friend, it will become very, very difficult. I will give you a small math, right? You guys come from one of the most good colleges in the city and in Bangalore, right? Tell me how many, okay, let me rephrase the question. If 100 people apply for a job, if Microsoft comes to your campus tomorrow, right? If 100 people apply for a job that is there, okay? 100 people apply for a job. How many of them would ideally, if they're selected, if they're, they have the 60%, 40%, whatever they've asked for, 100 people sit for an interview for Microsoft. Ideally, how many of them would end up getting selected at the end of this entire recruitment process? Quickly type in. Quickly. At the end of the entire process, how many of them would ideally end up getting selected? If 100 people sit for this entire placement at some of these greatest companies that are there. Okay, the absolutely correct answers. Let Meghnad says 2 to 3, right? I've got someone saying, very few, 4 to 5, right? At max 5. Why do you say that almost 95% of people would end up getting rejected? Why do you say that? It's because of this very, very simple process that is there. That the core, or what we call as the creamy layer that is there, it is only a part of the entire process that is there, right? Rohan, I would definitely not believe that, right? It completely depends on if you have the right talent or not. That's the only way to get into it, right? One of my very good friend, Mr. Rahul Venkatraman, he works very, very closely with Flipkart, and he has this very interesting associate product manager role, for which he goes to one of the greatest colleges in in the country, and he goes ahead and he selects everyone, and he loves going to a tier 2, tier 3, or the non-IITs college. You know what he says? He tells me that, Nitin, I go to a college, I have a requirement of almost 50 to 60 engineers that are there. From that one college, I end up coming with only 5 to 6 engineers, because only those 5 to 6 engineers in that campus have that X factor in them, have that thing which is required to get into a very, very good company, or get into the core or a product based company that is there, right? So that is something that becomes very, very important in the process. So guys, the number one rule to go ahead and to get into this entire process, to get into a core or a product based company, is damn simple. Please go ahead, work on the skill set that is required. Don't blindly follow and run behind these free courses online. These are good to gain some knowledge. These are good to go ahead and get some basic knowledge that is there. Not good enough to get you a placement. I'll be very, very blunt and honest about it. So guys, please go ahead and you have to take the responsibility of your placement. The college is doing their best. They're conducting so many sessions, so many webinars, so many talks to help you understand. You go and you talk to 200 people. I've never worked at a Google or a Microsoft. but people working there are currently working with me and under me. So I can tell you this. All I know is that marks is important, but it's not everything. It's just 20%. The rest 80% comes under what kind of profile do you have, what kind of certifications you have done, what kind of validation you have. If you say I'm good at data science, you better prove it that why you're good in data science. And just a Udemy certification is not going to prove you that. Why? I just gave you an example. If you don't believe me, go today to Udemy, Coursera, and the courses platform today. You see, they would go ahead and they would just teach you some videos, give you an MCQ. Imagine solving MCQ and telling that you're good in engineering. I mean, that's funny. That's funny actually, right? And then go ahead and do this entire process, right? So that is something that you need to go ahead and you need to understand, right? So guys, see, I've been speaking from last almost 20-30 minutes. Now I'll just take a quick pause here, right? Any question when it comes to getting into core companies, getting into a product-based company, what needs to be done, how it needs to be done. I am open for questions. The organizers can help me, with picking the right folks, unmute them rather, or they can type it, and I can help you with this very, very interesting questions and answers that are there so that we can understand whether you guys are even understanding anything or not. Cool. Organizers, can we do that? Diksha and team, can we do that? A Q&A so that we can understand quickly. Yes, no, you can let me know in the chat option as well, guys. Okay. Shushank asked, what kind of product-based companies approach CSE students and any examples? Cool. So Shashank, what kind of product-based companies approach CSE students? The biggest answer is Facebook, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, right? These are the folks that actually take up people for a developer kind of role. One of the very interesting role, which is not just for CSE student, but everyone listening to me right now, could be data science, because it is irrespective of whichever branch do you come from. So computer science is one of the branches that are there, that most of the people end up getting data sciences. So you have got all these developer based companies that are there. Right now in the world of startup, any product based startup would love to take people, those who know how does full stack Java development works. So to give you a little bit of technical understanding here, there is a front end developer, there is a back end developer, there's a tester, there is a developer. That's the kind of role that you get into this Infosys, Cognizant, and Accenture, right? Those are the particular roles that are there. So that is something that you really need to go ahead and need to understand, right? But so they would not want someone with only a one track mind specialty. They would not look out for people, those who are just, who are just into just a front end or a back end engineer. That's why they want a full stack developer. So I think full stack would be one of the areas that you can really look into. And then, you can even get placed into the likes of Microsoft and Google as well, right? Just to tell you, Google hired someone called as Abdullah Khan in 2019 from this college, which is called as LR Tiwari College of Engineering in Mumbai. That's college average. It's not even comparatively close to what your college is today. Okay, your college is way, way better, way better. It's a college which people coming from Mumbai also, they don't even know what college is this, right? So that is the thing, right? So, there someone got a placement of 1.2 crores, whereas the average starting salary of that college is 3.6 lakh per annum, 4 lakh per annum, which is the pretty much case in every tier 3 college. So how exactly that guy got into a college in a company like Google, that to 1.2 crores? If you don't believe, just search as we speak, Abdullah Khan Google, just type. You would understand that guy did 10,000 things beyond his college curriculum to get into it, right? So that's what also answers. I would jump into the question that Anusha Angadi and Akshay has asked, right? Shashank, I guess that I would have answered your question, right? But Akshay and Anusha, that's what exactly I'm telling you, right? So how exactly you go ahead and you get into these particular companies, or how do you start preparing is find your interest, find your area of interest. Let's say when I was in my 4th year, I knew that sports is my passion and analytics something that I really want to get into. I mix the both of it. Now that doesn't mean that you also go and start doing sports analytics from tomorrow. That's not at all something that I would like to go ahead and I would suggest you. But what you should do is you should understand how to choose the right career track that is there. You understand the word career track, right? There are so many areas in which you can get into. You can get into your technical areas in your own computer science, EC, whatever department. You can get into some other departments as well. You can get into interdisciplinary department as well. Or you can get into management, sales, marketing, HR. You can get into some really creative roles. like copywriting. I know someone who did engineering with me. Varshini is her name. She's a Reva graduate herself. I think 2012 batch, right? She's currently working with this YouTube channel called as Filter Copy. I hope people those have seen Little Things and all, Netflix, and Filter Copy works very, very closely with them. She's working there as a creative writer. Imagine. She works there as a creative writer, your senior from your college itself, right? So that's the thing. Okay. So Anusha, pick your area of interest, pick your mojo, pick your niche that is there, and then start showing that probably why you are the best in that. So projects, internship in that area of your interest would play a very, very important role, right? Akash, is programming plays important role in product-based company? Yes, but if you're looking at C, C++ ka programming, no, right? So if you know .NET, if you know Java, if you know Python in today's time, yes, those and all will play a very, very major role, because even class 12 student or POC student also knows how to work on these things that are there, right? If Chetan, if you are in first year, what we should do, need to do before placement? Chetan, if you're in first year, enjoy your first year, make memories, study, get a good marks, because first year is the time. I hope your teachers would also agree. It is the time where you get a lot of marks that are there. Later on becomes a bit tough, to get, because we will have specialized subjects that are there. And just right now, you can just focus on doing extracurricular activities, but that plays a very, very important role, because I won't ask a first year student to pick up a mojo or pick up a specialization, because it is too early for you to focus on becoming the fest coordinator, or doing something, some online things that are there, or some offline things that are there, and get a lot of things on your CV. I think that should really, really help you in your first year, and try to understand what should be your area of interest in the coming years. Rahul Kalyan, how the product-based companies identify qualified candidates? What do they consider? Simple, 7. Rahul, I'll tell you, this is, I think, last year. I hope you guys know this is a college very near to your college, called as MVIT, Sir MVIT College, right? I won't take the name of the student, right? It's a very good college. But in that college, I had gone for one of the with one of the HRs for one of the roles that I had to hire, right? And what exactly happened was a very simple thing, that there was a student whom we gave a code that he knew. He was talking about that code, just twisted a bit of the code and the logic and give it back to him, asked him to rewrite the code. He wrote that particular program with 17 bugs, 17 bugs, right? 17 bugs, right? So why exactly did it happen? Because all of us will go ahead and we would understand, okay, this is a program, this is the thing. All of us has the bookish knowledge. Because why are you studying? You are studying to make sure that you clear the examination that is happening 2 to 3 months from now. That examination you will clear, right? If you do whatever basic is required, if you go through the lectures of your students and everything, definitely, your teachers and whatever support you require from them, you would definitely clear those subjects. But understand, guys, getting good grades is not directly proportional to getting into a good company. Please understand this. I hope you have seen enough movies like Three Idiots to XYZ, where you would got in, you will get into, right? I'm pretty sure if I give you an example of Three Idiots movie, sorry, but then the Chaturs, they don't get, it's actually someone who understand. They only get into these good companies that are there. So please understand that, right? So the companies, product-based company would look into your practical skills that are there, the practical skills which are very, very important, right? So I hope that answers your question, right? Others, are there any specific improvement with respect to the hiring domain for specific role from beginning, and not only SD like majority of the companies do? Yes, Adarsh, right now, specifically, not just for the software development engineer, but also for a lot of roles, especially for CSIT. I mean, imagine how many of you probably want to take up, a career like, a career in UI UX designing. Imagine UI UX designing is a very, very interesting field. How many want to take a business analytics that is there? These are something that is very, very different from what you actually study or is a part of a curriculum, right? So I think that plays a very, very important role for you to understand, right? So there have been significant improvement, and they would want people who are freshers and have the practical skill set, right? Okay, Mahindra, very interesting. My favorite question: will the company support for the sports? The answer is 200% yes. See, understand, you want to make sports as a career, get into a sports driven company. Then your hobby or your passion will become your profession, which I have done, and I have absolutely loved that. Okay. But then if you get into a company where, which supports sports, so let's say you get into a company like GE. I know someone who works at GE, and this guy was, I don't know where did he work, because all the time he used to represent GE in different cricket competitions that were there. So yes, companies do support sports. That is there. There are so many activities that you will, and that's why always people say that you should get into, good companies that are there. You should get into product-based companies that are there, because such MNCs and the good companies that are there, right? They really help you with doing things beyond that. I mean, I've got a lot of my students, those who work currently at Amazon, and they have told something very interesting that, sir, every month we have an Amazon football league, or we have an Amazon cricket league that is there in the entire process, right? So that's the biggest thing, right? Uh, okay, I think a couple of you have a question again. Okay, Neil Kant and others, Mahindra, right? If you want to answer the questions among yourself, then you can use a separate chat, get a room, you two, right? Then there's no point of me answering the questions that are there, right? Correct. Cool. Srinivas has a question. What should civil and mechanical students look up? Civil and mechanical students can definitely look up to whatever, again, their interest of area of interest is. There's electrical designing, there is different kind of things that are automobile designing that are there, structural stress engineering are there is construction management for civil engineering students. Project management is something that is used across. With the project management, you won't be confined only to these areas, but you will be going to a lot of different areas also that are there. So yeah, these are the areas which you can definitely look up to, right? Embedded in automotive is something that gives you a very interesting thing, because right now, I hope if you know that a lot of things are going automated. Tesla launching the automated car. Bangalore will be one of the first places where it will be launched, right? They require mechanical engineers with a knack for embedded and automotive engineering. Now, embedded and automotive is, a core part of the electronics division that is there, right? And that is why it is called as the mechatronics division, which actually makes the cut there. So yeah, you can definitely look into those things that are there. Nikhil, could you please tell us companies which focuses only on designing rather than programming skills? Only on designing rather than programming skills. Nikhil, you can look into a lot of startups that are there today. Okay, a lot of ed tech startups, a lot of ad tech, advertisement technology startups that are there. Okay, ad tech startup that is there, that really want to take people. Those are good in designing skills that are there, right? There are so many. One of my cousins, she works in one of these ad tech startups called as InMobi, right? And she has done her UI UX designing itself. Very bad in programming, because she's my cousin. I can validate that. Very bad in programming, but very good when it comes to the, in terms of the reasoning skills, which is there, right? Abhishek, why do, very good question actually, Abhishek, why do these companies ask for reasoning aptitude question in the first round? They can directly ask for technical or the competitive coding skills, right? Abhishek, I am a firm believer every company should ask a aptitude reasoning question. Should ask. Because if you say, Abhishek, that you are afraid of answering, I believe not. But if you're afraid of answering the aptitude round question, then then you please go yourself and start your training today and get yourself good in aptitude reasoning. Aptitude reasoning is not a test of how good or bad you will be at a job. It is a test of your brain. Whether do you have a basic logical reasoning? Are you good at problem solving or not? That is something that logical reasoning and the aptitude reasoning looks into it. And that's why they would never ask you questions from a trigonometry or a polymorphism theorem or something like that. They will always ask you questions that are based on problem solving. If you really want to become a good product manager, or if you want to become into good companies, you have to be good problem solver. We will write on a CV na problem solving skills. You never underestimate, Microsoft and Amazon, they hire people, they go ahead and they look out for more than 200 colleges only to get people, those who really mean that statement on their CV, that you should be a good problem solver. Right? Problem at college level doesn't seem to be, when you go and you need to solve the organizational problems that are there. And that with someone with a sharp mind can definitely do it. And that is what is asked in the reasoning of the aptitude round. Right? That is the thing. Saheen has asked, can we consider gaming industry? Yes, since the gaming industry, absolutely correct. Actually, Saheen, that's a very good question. So right now it is, there has been a very great influx in terms of going ahead and doing this entire process that is there. This entire influx has been to help the students in terms of getting into some very good companies that are there, right? So you can go ahead and you can understand this entire process, right? And yes, right now gaming companies are on a rise. So many gaming companies are coming up. I'm pretty sure all the PUBG fans would be very, very happy because the battleground is also coming back, right? Even I play a lot. That's why I'm very excited. So with more number of people coming in, there is a great, the gaming industry has seen the massive growth. Why? Because you see companies like gaming and all, they never got hit by pandemic, right? It actually got increased because of pandemic. The online learnings, the gaming industry, it actually became high because of this. So yeah, that's the thing, right? Doing internship is good for making placement. Doing internship is 200% good for placements. In fact, to get into a core or a product company, I think someone also asked, how can I approach Pavan Rahul Kalyan? The answer to your question is here. Get an internship into these companies. To get into internship into these companies, you need to do the right courses. You need to do the right kind of, certifications and skill set that is there. You get a placement. The good guys bag something which is called as a PPO, a pre-placement offer, and then you can go and can get into it, right? So that is the thing. Sir, assume students have done course on AI, Chaitra, or if they would have learned concept of AI, what could be the roles of position they can get in the company? Could you list out some of the companies who are working in AI, maybe in India or outside India? Google, biggest example. Google hire freshers for a AI or a ML expert, AI engineer, ML expert. You've got right now, AI is something that every company, someone was talking about gaming industry, right? Gaming industry actually needs a lot of people, those are coming from the AI industry. Because right now everything is getting automated. They need less of human effort and more of artificial intelligence. And that's why we are making machines learn these things that are there. And that's why it's called as machine learning. So yes, Chaitra, so many companies are there. And if you get into the roles of AI ML, you get in as an AI or ML engineer, or also as a cloud computing engineers. So yeah, that is some of the things that you can definitely look into, right? Other than Google, please list out the companies. Okay. Uh, Other than Google, you have got a lot of product-based companies. You have got companies like, I was talking about InMobi. You have got Razorpay. You have got Career Labs, Byju's as well, right? So these are, some very, very interesting names and the teams that are there in the entire process, right? Okay, guys, last two questions and then we'll be done. I'll just tell you quickly about the test that is there and then we can actually wrap up the session, right? It's already time. Ramandeep, I'll just quickly take a question. What makes crowd different from IT people for recruit more than non-IT? Is the skill that I acquire or what makes them stand up the crowd from others? There's nothing that makes IIT people stand away from you. Please understand this, Ramandeep. This is something that I'm not coming from an IIT or an IIT, but currently I take people and I hire people those are coming from IT and IIT. I'm not boasting. I'm just telling you it's because what matters is the industry skill set, right? For those who really want to understand how does IIT work, go on Netflix today. This very, very interesting TV series. There's a 3 episode series called as Alma Matters. It's a story of IIT Kharagpur. If you don't believe me, watch that. If you don't believe me, watch that. They're very, very clearly told that all of these people those are there in IITs, right? They are the top notch of of the country. That doesn't mean that you are not in that list. They're coming from one of the best colleges in the country, right? And they have done nothing different, but yeah, they have done a great amount of hard work. Let me give it to them that they have done a great amount of hard work, which none of us did. And that's why they're studying in rank 1 college in the country, right? But post, once you graduate out of the college, right, it's just your degree that matters, your skill set that matters. The only thing is these people at IITs, these are very, very aware that is there. They are very, very aware. They know that, okay, I am the best in the country. I should go and I should do a lot of different things that are there. And that is why it's very, very important to go ahead and get into the entire process, right? So that is something that you really, really need to go ahead and really need to understand. I hope you're getting it right. So that is the thing. Cool. Okay, last question, Sanjana, and then we are done here. What would be most significant as a 6th semester student? Completing an internship with the next several months or working on a professional certification course, those are affiliated with Google. Finish up the course would get done in the next 3 months. So first take up a course and then try doing doing your summer internship after June, July of this year in any of the companies uh, in your entire 7th semester. Yeah. So if they're in 6th semester, focus more on upskilling yourself this year. Do the courses, do the certifications, do industry relevant certificate, not the free certifications, not the Google based certification. Please understand that. And then go ahead and get with the entire process, right? Yeah, that's it, guys. So guys, any more questions? See, I'll tell you, you can connect with me personally as well as professionally, right? By the way, just to tell you, we at Career Labs on Instagram and on Facebook, we do these live sessions almost every week. We give out an exhaustive list of students. I've got 115 people here. I want 115 of you to do a very small favor here. Very, very small favor here. If you really want to go out and if you really want to understand that how can you go out and get first hand tips into all of these things, I'm sending you something in the chat option. Okay, it's 1.2.u/insta. Go this is the Instagram page that is there, right? You can go ahead and you can follow this entire process that is there. You can go ahead and you can follow this entire page that is there. That would really help you understand in terms of how to go ahead and do this entire process that is there. On the Career Labs Instagram page, we keep on giving. And by the way, it's one of the very less places on the internet where we are getting your alumni to speak to you. So I'm not going to talk about. By the way, I'm not related to that team, right? It is first ever student community that is being run, right? That is something that becomes very important for each and every one of you. That is something we should be going ahead. And also you can find the company on LinkedIn. Let me just help you with that link as well. So if you're looking out for how do I get into internships, right? Let me just give you the link. Right? So yeah, so that's the link for Instagram. That's the link for this. Guys, it's one of the first pages where we are actually going ahead and giving the exhaustive list of internship opportunities that are available. We are going ahead and giving the entire exhaustive list of what exactly the things you can go ahead and you can do it in the entire process, right? So please go ahead. Please make sure that you are in touch with the team who's doing that on a daily basis. Where, in fact, just last week we actually released a list of companies that are ready to hire 6-semester internship students that are there. And a lot of people actually went and applied and they thanked back the Instagram page saying a very small DM that, hey, thank you. I actually applied for internship and I got it there, right? So please make sure that you go ahead and you follow there, because a lot of profile building tips, what are the companies looking out for, what are the courses you should doing, is something that you can go ahead and you can get to know about it, right? So that is one of the places where you can actually continue this conversation. Someone has pinged me that can we speak to you as well? Yeah, my Insta handle also you can. It's Nitin.Ravi. Nitin.Ravi. You'll see a man with a beard. That's me only. And you can also connect with me on LinkedIn. The name is Nitin Ravi again there. Hey, hi Suhas. Glad to see that you are a part of the session here. I think someone whom I know named Utkarsh from Lucknow is also a part of this session, right? So a huge shout out to Suhas and to the entire Westblock family at Bengaluru FC as well. Absolutely a pleasure talking to each and every one of you guys. So you guys, you can connect with me, most importantly than me, you can connect me on a personal basis as well. We can discuss about football to to your love life, to probably to your career problems, anything we can discuss. But make sure that you are following the one page on Instagram or LinkedIn where you can go ahead and you can understand that what you should be doing when it comes to getting into a core or a product company job. Cool? Guys, am I clear? Yes or no? Now, how many of you are exclusively here from the 4th year? Type in a me very quickly before I wrap up. I've got something very exciting for the 4th years only that are there. Quickly type in a me. Quickly. 4th year engineering students, type in a me. Quickly. Okay. Quickly guys, quickly, before we wrap up, quickly. Okay, so for all the 4th years that are there, I would just share my screen and I would just take the last 1 minute here to help you understand something. So we have got the Career Labs Assured Placement Program, right, which is exclusively meant for the 4th year engineering students that are there. So what do? Is very simple. We take up a particular test, which is called as the Career Labs Entrance Exam, a 30 minutes test on aptitude logical reasoning, which would be starting now, I think, yeah, around 6:15. The test is already, the link will be active. You can go ahead, you can write this particular test. Based on the results, few students will be selected, few students will be rejected, few students will be waitlisted. Those will be selected will get a chance to join our, this entire program that is there. That is the Career Labs Assured Placement Program. The program is not free. It definitely comes with a certain fees that is there. Depending on your performance in the test, you will get certain discounts as a part of the scholarships that are there. And then I know you would have questions that, Nitin, how does it work? What exactly is there? You will get a call from my placement experts who can help you with this. Okay. Only thing that is there, guys, I know a lot of people mostly are from 1st year, 2nd years. Humble request, this session is not, or this link that you see on your screen right now is not for first, second, or third years, or even the 5 years program, or the MBA or MTech or BSc or BBA. It's only for fourth year engineering students, because they are the only one who's eligible for this program. Okay. So guys, I am just sharing this link in the chat option with all of you, right? 1.2.vu/register CEE. Okay, register CEE, right? So please go ahead and please be a part. Go ahead and just type it in your Google Chrome, Mozilla, Firefox, anywhere that is there, right? And you can take this particular test. It's a small test for 30-40 minutes. We'll talk about basic aptitude and logical reasoning. And if you make the cut, if you're selected, then you will be getting a call back from my placement experts who would help you understand. Again, a small disclaimer, only and only the fourth year guys should go ahead and do it, right? Cool, guys, yes or no? Right, I hope the session would have been a bit informative. I know it was kind of long, but I hope it would have been informative for each and every one of you. Guys, a small feedback would be really, really appreciated. Do you think that this would have given you a kind of reality check? Would have given you some kind of opportunity to understand things better? Yes, no? Was it because your feedback keeps me motivated and help us, do better things as well? Quickly type in. Was it good? Was it, see, I'm very open for feedback, so you can let me know, right? Whatever is the scene, quickly. Was it good? Was it, how did you like this session? Honest feedbacks, please. Okay, perfect. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Nayaki, Leela, Shashank, Suhas. Thank you, yaar. Thank you so much. Suhas, I'll be catching up with you after the session as well, so don't worry. Informative. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, for all of these lovely words that are there, right? Please stay safe. Please stay sane. Take care of your family and your loved ones, right, around. Enjoy this time. This is something that we may not get to spend so much of time with our family. All right, so utilize that. Fourth year, guys, please do definitely go and write this test. Rest all of you, let's be a part of the family together. You can be on our Instagram, because we'll be sharing a lot of interesting stuff in the content that is there. Link I've already given. The CareerLabs _ is on Instagram. So you will get to know a lot of interesting stuff that we keep on posting, and you can connect with me as well, right? Yeah. So that is something that is there. Thank you so much, Devanshu. That's very nice and sweet of you to give me such interesting feedback, right? So that's it from mine, guys. Thank you so much. Take care. Again, a big thanks to Chetra ma'am and the entire GDSC team at REVA for having me here. Thank you so much, everyone, and everyone involved. Thank you. That's it from mine. That's my time. Thank you.